going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Horror, and today I just saw Scream 7, so it's time to update my Scream ranking. This is a long overdue video, considering I haven't ranked this franchise since when Scream 5 came out. Almost 4 years. Jesus Christ. Time flies. But I don't think the Scream franchise really needs much of an introduction. You're here for the ranking. I'm here to talk about Scream 7, because I have so many thoughts. So let's dive into it. What's up, everyone? Ethan from the editing chair here. I figured before we get into the video, I should explain that I will be going into depth on Scream 7, so heavy spoiler warning. I will be talking about the killers and all of the deaths, so if you do not want it spoiled, skip that segment. Just wanted to let you know ahead of time. Now, this was actually really tough. Before I saw Scream 7, this last place ranking was not tough. I was pretty cut and dry on which one I thought was the worst. And I'm going to stick with it. Number 7, Scream 2. Now, this is a controversial take. I know that a lot of people love Scream 2. Like, people will say this is the second best of the series. I personally have no clue what you guys are smoking, because I want some, because this movie sucks, okay? This is the only Scream movie I would say I do not like. There's another one on here that I'm going to talk about that I wouldn't say I like, but I didn't dislike it. I dislike Scream 2. There is so many awful, not bad, awful scenes in this. There is 3 that come to mind right away. 1, the cringy sequels discussion right at the beginning with Randy. Randy, man, he had the quote right, "You smug son of a bitch."
Aliens is a classic, okay? Get away from her, you bitch.
I believe the line is "Stay away from her, you bitch." It's film class, right?
Get away from her, you bitch!
Like, I don't like Randy in this movie. He's kind of, he changes his character a little bit here, and he's just so smug. And I don't like him. Second bad scene, the infamous one, the dancing, singing, musical number in the middle, in the lunchroom.
I love you, isn't that what life is made of? I know it worries me to say.
Literally, you take that scene out, this movie would jump up almost a full star. And nothing would change, because it has no relevance to the plot whatsoever. Third terrible scene, we get the cop who is, like, in the car, and he ends up on the windshield somehow. I forgot. I didn't rewatch it. But pole goes through his head. He's impaled to the windshield. That's a good kill. But then, now, Ghostface is in the front seat, knocked out. Sidney Prescott in the passenger seat. Her friend, Hallie, in the back seat. They decide, hey, let's climb over Ghostface. Let's not unmask him. Let's not kill him. Let's just climb on over him and then just ditch out of here. Get to the end of the alley, realize, oh yeah, I probably should have unmasked that guy. He's probably like a killer or something. Runs back. Ghostface teleports, because, you know, he's in an alley, but somehow, as she's walking towards the car, he manages to get out of the car and run all the way behind them and kill Hallie. So, those 3 terrible scenes really, really weigh this movie down. But the other thing that weighs this movie down is the 2 killer reveals. 1, Mrs. Loomis. She's fine. I think the performance is good. I think the reveal is fine. The problem is with Mickey, okay? Once he's revealed, he's a all-right Ghostface. So he's all right. But before he's revealed, he has 2 scenes, maybe. He has the one, he is at the film discussion, and he is also, coincidentally, at the dance scene. So he's in the 2 terrible scenes. That's all you really get of him. And then it's like, oh, dude, that guy, who was that again? What was his name? What was it? Michael? Marshall? Marty? Oh, Mickey! Yeah, dude, I knew it. That was my guess the whole time. It was that one guy that we saw that one time. I wish I could see what you guys see in this movie, because I know a lot of people love it. But I've never liked it. Number 6, let's bite the bullet. Scream 7. Scream 7. It should have been last. But I just don't like Scream 2, and I have to be honest here. Scream 7 was... I don't want to say I disliked it, because the first act is so good. The first third of this movie is genuinely, like, I was sitting there, I was like, this might be a top 3 Scream movie. And then it just shits the bed. Jesus Christ. The second that freaking cop guy, the dad, the second he enters that garage, whole movie just crashes and burns. Oh my God. From that moment on, every character just, unscrews their head, pops their brain out, SpongeBob SquarePants style, and just freaking tosses it in the woods. Because every character, Sydney included, is a moron. Like, the stupidest characters we've ever seen in this franchise. Like, everybody, it's like, oh, I heard a noise. Let me just trot on over there. It can't be Ghostface. There's not a Ghostface in town. Like, why would there be a Ghostface in town? Like, only 3 of our friends have died. Like, whatever. Let's just go check it out. Oh, what do you know? It's Ghostface. And they do that 3 times. No joke. There's 5 characters in the movie where they hear a noise, they go follow it, they get stabbed. And that's the other thing. This second act, you have 8 side characters still alive, and they're like, that's right. We're supposed to kill those. Okay. Stab, 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 stab. Everybody's dead. Let's get to the third act. Literally, they gather everybody at the bar and just no one leaves. That's so stupid. You have the girl from Freaky. You have the creepy guy. You have the Meeks, which I don't see why they were necessary in this movie because they do nothing. And you have the boyfriend. They're all alive still, okay? These are all the side characters we got left. And you have... Isn't there another guy in here? Is there someone... Am I missing someone? I think I'm missing someone. I think there was another guy here. So that guy gets killed. Then the girl from Freaky goes to check on her, or him, and she gets attacked. Then Mindy and Chad both get attacked and incapacitated and still survive because they, can get stabbed 400 times and still live. Then he kills the creepy guy and kills her in about the span of 10 minutes here. There's some good tense sequences in here, but everybody's acting moronic. And literally the creepy guy's like, don't worry, I got this. Grabs a pizza tray and decides to go fight Ghostface after he just saw Ghostface, or knows that Ghostface has murdered multiple people. Yeah, let's just go after him with a pizza tray. That makes sense. But then you get the boyfriend who just freaking springs up out of nowhere and just gets stabbed to death by Ghostface. Literally, we have Tatum who's running through town. By the way, she is running from Ghostface and stops in the middle of this location. It's like, guys, help me. I stopped running so that he can catch up because this is a movie, so he's got to get here. Fucking hurry up. But it pisses me off. It's and then, this is when the boyfriend pops up, gets stabbed to death, and then instead of running like hell, she again hides. She hides 4 times in this one sequence. She hides in 4 different locations, gets caught every single time, and then, meanwhile, Sydney is running to go find her daughter. She knows where her daughter is. She is running there. And she stops halfway through to call her daughter so that she can talk her through turning the safety off of the fucking gun. That is what she calls her. It's like, okay, don't worry. I'll walk you through it. I'll walk you through how to use that gun. Turns out the gun's already loaded. And turns out you don't have to put a bullet in the chamber. You just got to turn the safety up. That couldn't have been a text like, hey, that little lever, just click it. I'm getting there. I'll be there in a second. No, she has to stop running and be like, oh, I can't get there in time. Why don't you talk her through it while still trying to get there actively? Because, you're Sidney Prescott. You could probably take down a Ghostface, which is proven in the end when she takes down both of them in 0.5 seconds. That's the other thing. These Ghostfaces suck ass, okay? We have one guy who gets killed in the middle. He's a random that we never met. Then we have the, spoiler alert for Scream 7, we have the random security guard from the freaking, from the ward, or the psych ward. English is not my strong suit. He's here, and he is the other Ghostface. And guess what? She shoots him literally a few minutes into their dialogue. Shoots him right in the head. Boom, he's done. Okay, now you have this girl who I immediately called as the killer. The second scene, I was like, Okay, so it's her. But then she gets a little bit of a fight. She gets stabbed like 4 times in the leg, shot in the chest, and then the second they turn her back, she is gone. Okay? I'm no expert on, like, getting stabbed. Hasn't happened to me. I would like to keep it that way. But she's been stabbed probably 6 times in the leg and shot in the chest. So I haven't been stabbed or shot. So again, correct me if I'm wrong, but usually you're not able to run away that quickly. I mean, again, it hasn't happened to me, so I don't know. It's so infuriating because that first act is so good. It's so damn good. Like, it has some awesome intense sequences, a good opening sequence. McKenna Grace's death is amazing. I would have preferred if it wasn't her, because, you know, we can add this to the list of movies that completely waste McKenna Grace with FNAF 2, but it's a fantastic sequence. It's great. All the way up till the cop gets stabbed. And it just goes downhill, and it never really recovers. So this movie was so frustrating. But that first act is enough to bump it above Scream 2, I guess, because it is so good. All right, we're done with the bad Scream movies. Those are the only bad ones. The rest of the franchise is pretty solid to good. Number 5, I'm going with Scream 3. I'm sure you guys all expected that one to be last, but I don't hate it as much as a lot of people do. Obviously, voice changer, stupid as hell. Okay, obviously, nowadays, very realistic. In 2000... That shit cannot happen, okay? That's not possible. That's not possible. You cannot do that. Other thing, opening scene, pretty terrible. I do admit, most of the side characters they introduce are completely nothing characters, and the Ghostface is very underwhelming. But there's some very good stuff in here, too, okay? It's bad. But I have a lot of fun with some of the bad. I mean, obviously, you get the characters again. They're pretty good. You know, you got Dewey, Gale, Sydney. Very good. Very good trio. Love them. They're good in this. But you also get Parker Posey as Jennifer Jolie. I know that she pisses a lot of people off and annoys a lot of people, but I got a kick out of her, okay? I thought she was funny. I thought she was entertaining at the very least. But again, most of the other side characters are completely boring, nothing stereotypes. And then you get the killer reveal. Roman. Who the hell is that guy? Why do I care? Here's my 3 main problems with this reveal. Okay, 4. 5. Whatever. We'll just go through it. Okay, so we start off. Gail walks down here. She sees Roman's body. We didn't see him die, so obviously we know he's probably not dead. But then she checks this motherfucker's pulse and is like, oh, okay, he doesn't have a pulse. He's dead. You didn't have to make her check his pulse. Like, you didn't have to make her do that, but you do. So everyone's like, oh, okay, so he's dead. He doesn't have a pulse. He is dead. Nope, he's not dead. And when they reveal him, he pulls off the mask, and you're immediately like, who? Because he's worn glasses in every other scene. Every other scene in the movie, he has glasses on. And, like, I'm not saying it just doesn't look like him, but if you saw me like this, you would still, it would take you a second to realize, oh, yeah, that's Ethan. Okay, yeah, because he always wears glasses. He always wears glasses, so reveal him with his, or just don't give him glasses. Like, it just pisses me off. And then you get his horrible backstory that completely retcons everything from part 1, because apparently he set up Billy and Stu to kill her mom. He is her half-brother. Hate that. Hate it. And the other thing is, he's just a very crappy Ghostface. He is the first and only solo Ghostface, but he is terrible. He is a whiny little bitch that not even Sydney is intimidated by. She is literally like, oh my god, just get on with it the entire time. Like, he is not a threat whatsoever. And the Ghostface sucks. Characters, not very good. The main character's obviously fantastic, but I got some fun out of it. The gasoline kill, also horrible. So, it's not a good movie, but it's one I have fun with. So, it's higher than the bottom 2. All right, now we are in the good Scream movies. So we talked about the bad, talked about the one, now we're on to the good ones. Number 4, this was tough. This was tough, I'll be honest. It was tough to figure out my 4, 3, 2. Like, those ones are all, you can flip a coin, they'll change every other day. But I'm going to go with Scream 6 here. Scream 6 is not perfect, but I did really enjoy it. When I first watched it, I might have said it was my second favorite. I think it was just recency bias, but it is no longer my second favorite, obviously. It's down to my fourth favorite. I still really like it, okay? I like the way they advance Tara and Sam. I like their characters. I like that they, build on them a little bit in here. I guess I'll bring it up now, because I don't want to bring it up later when I get to Scream 5, because I want to talk about the good in that movie, but I cannot stand Mindy, okay? I know she's a fan favorite character. I know people love... her actress plays her to perfection. She's fantastic. God, this character annoys the living shit out of me. Like, every time she talks, it's like, oh my God, we get it. You're Randy's nephew. Shut the up, please and thank you. And yeah, even in the new one, I was still annoyed by her. And in this one, she's at her most annoying. I do like her relationship with her girlfriend, but her girlfriend's kill could have been the best of the series because, she has the ladder kill. She gets, shook around and she falls 3 stories. But she gets stabbed, 5 minutes before that, and she's still kicking. That's the big problem here. Also, Chad gets stabbed, 6 times. He survives the movie somehow. Yeah, those are my main complaints. And my other complaint is that the killer reveals aren't that good. The Ghostfaces are good, okay? I like Ethan. Maybe it's because I share a name with him. And I like the detective, and I think Quinn has the best reveal here, because she's unexpected, because we think she's dead, and they actually do a pretty good job at fake death in this one, so props to you for that. But otherwise, it gets down to the point where it's well, there's 2 people left. We know it's not Sam. We know it's not Tara. We know it's not Chad. We know it's not Mindy. We know it's not Kirby. There's 2 people. There's 2 people left. Yes, obviously those are the killers. I'm not stupid. Don't patronize me. But otherwise, we get Kirby back. She's good. I like the final act where they are all fighting the Ghostfaces. I think that's very good. I like the New York setting. I think it is a good Scream movie that has some problems, so it's going to be my number 4. Number 3, this was even more tough. I could say there's a good bit negative I could say about part 6, but these 2 are splitting hairs. I'm going to go with Scream 5, though. This is... It's so close. It's so close, but I love Scream 5, and it has a special place in my heart, because it was the first horror movie I ever saw in theaters. I didn't usually watch horror movies in theaters, but I did then, and it was amazing, because it was my first horror movie I ever saw in theaters. But otherwise, I still really liked this movie. I like that it goes back to the basics. It brings back Sydney. It brings back Gale, but it's not about Sydney and Gale. It is passing the torch off to Sam and Tara. Obviously, we've learned that they don't go anywhere with that because Scream 7 just goes back to them. But I like that this is a passing of the torch movie for a franchise that would have continued with these 2 characters and the Meeks. And I like that they survive at the end of this one, because it makes sense, because it's kind of funny. I don't hate Mindy as much in this one, but she really annoys me in 6. Richie, he is a pretty good Ghostface once he's revealed. I don't think he was all that shocking. The whole time they're like, yeah, it's the boyfriend, and I'm like, okay, I'm inclined to believe you. But Amber, pretty damn good Ghostface. She's pretty good. She has a very good kill. There's some very good kills in this one as well. I think this is where they started getting a little bit more creative with the deaths, so I like that. It's just a back to basics Scream movie, and that is what we needed at this point after part 4, is not try to go bigger, just go back to the first movie and try to do that again. And I get it, because it's like a requel, I think is what they're commenting on in here. And it works. I really like Scream 5. Number 2, like I said, very close with Scream 5. You ask me on tomorrow, I might change my answer. But number 2, Scream 4. This has always been one of my favorite ones. I think if we were to, rank the Scream movies in most rewatches, I think it would be second place. Obviously, the first Scream, I've rewatched, 20 times. But this is one I'd say I've rewatched a decent amount as well. Because I really like the ghost faces in this one. The ghost face in this one. Charlie, he's a nothing. He's meh. Jill, on the other hand, is oh God, she's great, dude. I love Jill. She is so good. She is the only ghost face to complete her plan. She pretty much won if she had just double tapped Sydney. And that sequence where she, kicks the crap out of herself is amazing. But otherwise, we get some good gory kills in here because of the whole, like, it's commenting on torture porn movies, so that's good. I like that. The one kill in the bedroom, oh, chef's kiss. God, that's such a good kill. Otherwise, you get some more good kills in here. The characters are good. Kirby, obviously, she was a fan favorite, came back in Scream 6. I love her. I love Jill, like I just said. I like that Sydney is kind of left in the background here, but, like, still gets her chances to shine. I think this should have been the movie that killed Gale. I know that's sacrilegious to say, but I think it would have worked. I think it would have worked if Gale would have died in that barn. And I think it would have actually made it a better movie because it had a little bit more emotional impact. The final scene at the hospital has its flaws, but I overall really like it. I'm kind of sad they didn't go a little bit more of this route and maybe had Jill survive and have her come back for another one. But I get that they were supposed to end it here, which, you know, they'd say that after every Scream movie, but they don't. But yeah, I really like Scream 4, and it is my second favorite Scream movie. I mean, Scream. It's Scream. Like, is there any competition? Not really. If you say any other Scream movie is your favorite besides the first Scream movie, I'm not going to say you're wrong because, you know, you're entitled to your own opinion, but I would consider you, I would push you to reconsider, okay? Because this is not only one of the best slasher movies, it is one of the best horror movies, period. This movie is scary and funny. My light just died. Oh my god, that is... Okay, I guess we're continuing without a light. But yeah, this movie is scary and funny. There are so many scenes in this that are genuinely funny. Obviously, Stu carried in most of the weight for the funny here. Matthew Lillard is chewing that scenery and has some just outstanding lines in here. But we also have the best opening scene in horror movie history. Argue with a brick wall. The best. It is undisputed. Like, I wouldn't even say, like, between my number one opening scene and my number two, there is a sizable gap because this opening scene is just so damn good. Like, this could be a short film on its own, and it's amazing. Obviously, you get Drew Barrymore. They kill her off in the first 5 minutes. That's pretty shocking, but they kill her off in such a violent, graphic way, and it is horrific when her mom finds that body. I just spit everywhere. But also you get some iconic scenes in here. It is genuinely nerve-wracking. It is genuinely tense. And even her boyfriend, I forget his name. It doesn't matter. He's a nothing character. But he has a pretty gory kill if you watch the, extended cut? Directors, I don't know, but there's a cut where it's a lot more gory, and I really like his kill in that one as well. But there's also some pretty good kills in here. Henry Winkler, he just kind of gets stabbed, but he's pretty funny when he's here. Tatum, little bit of a stupid kill, but I like the scenes. You had good intentions there. And I love Dewey, he's hilarious. I love Sydney, she's very capable, fantastic final girl. I love Gale, she's such a bitch, and I love her, and I love when she gets punched. It's such a good scene, and then you get her whole character development. Randy, he's pretty good in this one. Obviously the scene where he's explaining the rules is pretty damn good. It's Scream. I mean, I could keep explaining for 20 more minutes. I should probably do a full review on this movie because it's fantastic. And it is obviously, like, far and away my number one Scream movie. And that's going to be it for today's video. Remember, if you did enjoy, hit like and subscribe. So I know you want to see more videos like it in the future. Obviously, Scream 7 just released. I have a shit ton of Scream videos planned. I'll say them now. Just know if some of them don't happen, I'm sorry, okay? I'm going to rank all the Ghostfaces. That one is happening. I have the script written. That is happening. Going to rank all the kills on a tier list. I have the tier list made. That is happening. I'm thinking of ranking the opening scenes, and maybe the killer reveals. That one I might just loop in with the Ghostfaces, but I'm thinking of ranking the opening scenes. So that is 3 more Scream videos that you're going to get, almost guaranteed. So stay tuned for those, and like, subscribe, comment down below some review ideas for me, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when I post any brand new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.